hey there. Welcome to Movie Review Mom. I'm the mom and I do the movie reviews. And today the film I'm reviewing is called The Nan Movie. This really rough comedy is available in theaters and VOD on July 22nd, 2022. The movie is rated R and is an hour and 35 minutes long. And the movie review mom grade I'm giving it is a D. It just seems like a bunch of really terrible movies have been coming out lately. And I'm so sad about that because I don't like giving movies bad ratings. But let me tell you why. So first, in a nutshell, Catherine Tate's iconic character, Nan, hits the big screen as she goes on a wild road trip from London to Ireland with her grandson, Jamie, who's played by Matthew Horn, to make amends with her estranged sister, Nell, who's played by Catherine Parkinson. So there were a few things that I liked about this movie. First of all, I've been a fan of Catherine Tate for many years, so I was excited to see her in something new. Well, as it turns out, the character she plays is one that she featured many years ago on the Catherine Tate comedy show, where she did a lot of sketch comedy. This particular Nan character was really popular at the time. She's talented and funny, and in this movie, she plays a young woman and an aging granny. The cast also includes, as I mentioned, Matthew Horn, Catherine Parkinson, Parker Sawyers, Tom Von Lawler, Nikki Wardley, and Jack Doolan. There's a subplot about Nan and her younger sister that has some tender moments, and without it, honestly, the movie would have been, as the Brits say, complete rubbish. It really was my favorite part of the movie because it had a point and a lesson and some humanity in it. Other than that, well, I'll tell you about the things I didn't like in a minute. The other thing that I liked well was that the aging makeup, technology, and prosthetics are really impressive and believable as you watch this woman age throughout her life. So there were, unfortunately, a lot of things I didn't like. Many viewers won't even like Catherine Tate's foul-mouthed grandma character because she's super rude and insensitive to other people. Of course, that's supposed to be funny, but I didn't find that to be funny. Now, that's also one of the reasons why her British TV show fans loved the character, but surprisingly, many of them have been hating on this film because the character is all over the place and really not the character that showed up on her show. So with good direction, this movie might have found a better script about 15 years ago when the Nan character was popular in England. For most Americans, this character is going to be completely unfamiliar. A lot of non-British viewers like me won't be able to understand what the heck that Nan says the majority of the time because of her thick accent. This would be a movie that would benefit from turning on the captions. But then again, you're not really going to miss any great dialogue. The things that come out of her mouth are just kind of garbage. There are random scenes that are animated that are kind of entertaining as it relates to her grandson who makes video animation. But other than a few comments that connects those two, the animation seem very random. And as it turns out, the investors in this movie wanted fewer World War II scenes that the movie has and more modern sequences. So they created new footage without the director, Josie Rourke, to cut costs. And as a result, the film looks low budget and her name was deleted from the credits, and the final movie has no director. And sadly, it shows. Most of the cringe-worthy toilet humor just does not land. It's very lowbrow and so low it's in the gutter most of the time. The road trip rambles through ridiculous situations, and other than that one running subplot with the Nan and her sister, the movie just doesn't have much heart. It just throws garbage all over everything. All right, so let me give you tips for parents. If you haven't guessed, this is not an appropriate movie for kids. People get drunk and participate in lots of drugs. There's profanity, many F-bombs, lots of crude language. Nan goes to a rager, to a party, and gets drunk and does drugs and, all that kind of stuff. Crimes are committed and supposed to be so funny, and they're not. Disrespect is shown toward police, rules of common courtesy and authority, and just politeness to other people in general. Some of the themes that are illustrated well are life and aging, forgiveness, how fast time passes, romance, jealousy, and family. All right, so before we go, let me give you a recommendation for another movie that's sort of similar that you might appreciate if you like this movie. It's called The War with Grandpa. I actually did a movie review of this one. There are moments that are funny. There are some heartfelt moments as well, but then also some just dumb moments too. It's got Robert De Niro, which I think saves the movie. But anyway, you can check out that review and see for yourself if that's something that you want to spend time or money on. All right, that's it for my review. I hope that if you watch this movie, you enjoy it, and you're probably going to have to be drunk to do so. So I don't want you to get drunk. But anyway, there are plenty of other things that you can watch online. So until my next movie review, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.